Hello guys, welcome back to Ongo Baby Saproko News. My lovely people, another Ogbenga don't come my table now. So please, whenever you come across my video, Ongo Baby Saproko News, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So my people, I want you guys to listen to this man. This man is an Hausa man, but he's saying the truth. And I love the man's speech. I hope you all will love the speech also. So guys, if we don't continue this protest in Nigeria, if we stop like this, mean that all what we suffered already is in vain, in fact. So for that, my people, we need to continue the protest, my people, because this man is really giving us correct hints what happened at the time they voted this man called Buhari. So my people, even if they bring any other president today or after Buhari, Igbo, Calabar, Yoruba, any tribe, believe me, if they don't follow this man's speech or what this man said here, the president will still remain the same. Nothing will change in that country unless they follow what this man is saying. That is why I want you guys to listen to this video and see really what is happening to that country. It's no good at all. This man is an Hausa man, but the speech is very nice, my people. You all have to listen. So my people, if they don't follow this man's speech, believe me, it's better Nigeria divide. Everybody stay on his own. Igbo go their own. Or Yoruba, everybody go on their own. Because what this man is saying, if they follow it, believe me, anybody who will be the next president again, they will know that yes, Nigeria have sense. So please, my people, don't forget to drop your like and share. Bye.
We are equally to blame. Please read what I wrote. Because, yes, fine, who is giving the money? We've talked about monetization of the electoral process, isn't it? Who is giving the money? It is the politicians. So I'm not saying we are not to blame. But unless we correct what is going on in the electoral process, can this nation ever be saved? Can we have people that are of character in all elected positions? Would we have people that are accountable to us? Because you have elected governors, legislatures, and we have seen what they've been doing in the success of the federation. Really, is it what we like? Are you happy with what is going on? Isn't poverty increasing in this land? Are we really using our resources for the betterment of the Nigerian population? The answer is no, because it's not the good people that are being elected into office. You know it. I know it. And collectively, we can. First of all, you have to admit you have a problem before you can solve Ebola. I am admitting that we have a problem. I am saying we're equally part of the problem. I didn't deny that the politicians are equally to blame, because if I say paying for elections, who is paying for the elections? It is the politicians that are paying for the elections. I'm asking us to stop that as well. Reducing cost of governance. You see, like I said, we're not here to just criticize, but we are here to say what is right. On this reducing cost of governance, we have raised 3 issues. Number 1, we have said the Nigerian legislature is being paid the highest in the world. You can challenge me and say it's not so, but you know it is so. And what are they doing that is more important than what the legislature in Rwanda is doing, what the economy, those world is growing. So believe me, the point I'm raising is that we should begin to ask these questions. Why are we paying our legislatures highest in the world, minus these constituency projects that you know how they're being administered? The actual salary allowances going to them is the highest in the world. Why is it so? Are we the richest in the world? No. So you see, the point I'm raising is, I'm starting with the legislature itself, that is supposed to be the arm of government checking the executive. If they are paying themselves highest, unjustifiably, can they check anybody? Can they tell the president to reduce his presidential fleet, which he promised Nigerians? You all have been promised. You all have been promised by President Muhammadu Buhari that he's going to reduce cost of governance. Haven't you seen him make that promise? He has promised. He said he was going to cut the presidential fleet. Has he cut the presidential fleet? He said he's going to stop people going for medical trips abroad. Didn't he say so? Didn't he say so? I'm asking you. Has he cut it? Is he not going himself every year? Now, look, if we don't ask our people to account for what they're doing, our leaders, we will never change anything in this country. And that's just what I'm saying. You see it more than anybody in the press. Now, it's another debate completely. Which system of government between presidential and parliamentary is cheaper? Which should we adopt? Now, as a party, we have not taken a stand on that. But I can tell you my personal view. As far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't have presidential system of government that is creating monsters as governors and presidents in Nigeria. Because we don't have the capacity to check excesses of our heads of state. We don't. In fact, we clap over whatever they do. I was just saying today when I opened my social media that in the last almost 3 years, there have been about 5 tertiary institutions that are coming up in Daura. You have all keeping quiet in the press. Is this right? Is this right? Is this right? But you are keeping quiet. Everybody is keeping quiet. We're not holding up our governments to account for what they do. Now, for me, definitely, in terms of accountability, the parliamentary system of government has better accountability than presidential system of government. Once you elect a governor, executive, they call themselves, I don't know under which constitution. You are the lawyer, Professor Ali. Executive governor. They're just ordinary governors. Just because they want to assume unnecessary powers. They behave like emperors, doing what they want to do. The legislature, they make sure that people who don't know what they're doing fill the legislature in most of the houses. And they're not held to account for what is happening. But in parliamentary system of government, you go and debate as the chief minister or the prime minister or the governor. You go and debate and sell your ideas to your peers. And once they pass a vote of no confidence on you, you go. There's better accountability. It's a cheaper system of government than presidential, which we copied from America without having the institutional framework to support the checks and balances that are needed in presidential system of government. So these are my personal views. As Fale Lubello, I am not in support of presidential system of government. We do not have institutions capable and able to check the excesses of presidents and governors in Nigeria. So we should revert to that because, and more importantly, almost certainly it's cheaper than presidential. But what I said, even within, because it's not easy to bring about changes so easily, but at least even within, President Muhammadu Buhari, as an elder, made a promise to you, to all of us as a nation. He was going to cut cost of governance in Nigeria. He gave examples. He has not done it, and you people are keeping quiet. I'm challenging you, the press. You are keeping quiet. You didn't force him to make those promises, did you? But he made the promises. You, more than anybody else, for example, know. You know that. You know that our legislature is the highest paid in the world. Yet you allow this thing to continue. You don't check what is going on. You don't ask questions. So honestly speaking, this is what I'm saying. Within the context of the presidential system of government that we're practicing, we, the citizens, can check what is going on. This nation belongs to all of us Nigerians. I'm not more Nigerian than you are. President Buhari is not more Nigerian than I am. And we have a right to ask questions. But if we don't, we allow what is going on. People, the contempt going on governing us to reign. And that's exactly what is going on. So my argument really is that within the system of presidential system of government, and within what President Muhammadu Buhari has promised us as a nation, he promised us, he said, the subsidy, the petroleum subsidy is a fraud. Didn't you hear him say so? It's 4.5 years since he came to power. Has he checked that fraud? In fact, the fraud is increasing because the amount of money being spent on subsidy is on the increase. Have you called him to account for that? Have you asked him why haven't you reduced the fraud? You have to, you're keeping quiet. This is what I'm saying. That's the essence of coming together to rub minds. We don't know more than you do. In fact, you have more right to ask questions than we do. But we are all keeping quiet. You are keeping quiet. We are keeping quiet. We are saying now we are not going to keep quiet again. And we're asking you to join us in asking these questions fundamentally. Imperialism that I talked about in neighboring countries. I said the imperialism we have today is not where we are colonized. Nigeria is no longer a colony of Great Britain, is it? No. But we're slaves of the Bretton Woods evil sisters, World Bank and IMF. I repeat, we are slaves of the Bretton Woods evil sisters, World Bank and IMF. They control what we do. All these policies that are working, that are being bandied around every day, no subsidy in agriculture. This World Bank and IMF telling us that nonsense, but it doesn't exist anywhere in the world. American government subsidizes agriculture to the extent of $1 billion a day. A day. Is Nigerian government subsidizing agriculture? No, because World Bank and IMF say we shouldn't do it. Now I'm saying that imperialism going on now is through these institutions and their liberal policies that are being imposed on us. You have a lot of our educated people, economists, speaking through their noses, telling us rubbish about how this country should be run. That is what you should fight against. Because nobody should come and tell Nigerian government not to subsidize agriculture, if it is subsidizing agriculture in their own homelands. And that's exactly what is going on. And I said, the CFA economy, which has tied down the economy of all the Francophone nations, is making France rich and the neighboring countries poor. Maybe you didn't hear what I said. That's what I said. I didn't talk about closing border. But if you want me to tell you my views about closing border, there is nothing wrong in Nigerian government insisting that ECOWAS protocol on importation into our country should be respected. And that's exactly partly what they're addressing about the border closure. But even if they open the border, even if they leave the borders to be closed forever, is this economy growing? Are the policies in place working? Should we not change some of them that are not working? I think this is the issue I'm raising. I'm not, in the context of our neighboring countries, I just talked about the negative effect of CFA currency to the Francophone countries of West Africa relative to the French economy. It's another colonialism. It's another imperialism in disguise. Yes, they've given us role independence. In Nigeria, you have somebody who is president. Cote d'Ivoire, you have somebody who is president. But the economy of those countries are tied down to French economy. And that is hurting their economies. They are not growing. They are one of the set of poorest countries in the world. So this is what I said we will fight as a party now and if we come to power.